Okay. Okay.
Am I unmuted now or what? Hello? Jody.
I'm here.
Are you fucking with me right now with the mic shit? You play your I'll wait till you're done playing fucking bullshit games over here. Let me know when you're ready, Jody.
I mean, anytime you feel like taking over the panel, what do you need?
Shit, I'm not here to take over the panel to be muted. I'll tell you that.
What are your demands now? What kind of attention do you need?
You're acting like I didn't show you my face. I showed you my face 6 fucking
I don't care about your face. I know you care about your face, but I don't care about your face. What do you got to say? What do you need?
I don't give a fuck about my face. I showed you 6 times.
You need to say this. You want to compare toes?
I want to know what you were doing with that roadkill.
Oh, God. I was baking it and eating it. I suggest any roadkill at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes to an hour. Tiffany Marie.
Eat roadkill? You eat roadkill?
Sure. Isn't that what all hillbillies do, Tiffany Marie?
No, I don't believe they do. Actually, Jody, I think that they don't.
Oh, gosh.
I don't.
I don't even know what roadkill you're talking about. You okay?
You asked Andy to bring you home roadkill. He said.
You're not going to mention that name on my panel. Because you see, this is mine.
You're going to call him Voldemort? All right. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
I know what y'all are trying to do.
Universe here, so
listen to me.
Actually,
this is my panel. I run it.
Bring it home.
You're gonna watch your ass. Use ain't fucking over here, because I know your northern ass ain't got none with you throwing coffee shit. Now I'm telling you, you ain't gonna play your bullshit games for court like y'all are trying to set up anyway and fiddling in. Do you fucking? Secondly, you are not try to lead, feed, and fuck with or pit us against each other before
those animals. I'm not even saying his name. I'm not doing with all of those dead animals.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. When time, what? I don't know. A year from now, you get back to me with that, because I don't, I'm not talking about that.
A year from asking you a year from now what you were doing with roadkill and a fucking cemetery filled with God only knows what.
A cemetery? Now I own a whole fucking cemetery?
Yeah. When Equisearch was out there was all kinds of animals looking for roadkill, and I'm just kind of putting 2 and 2 together. So why don't you let me know what's going on so that nation doesn't run away?
There's a whole cemetery. A cemetery.
Well, what about roadkill? Let's just start with the roadkill. Hey, honey, can you bring me home that deer that you're passing? Because I want that. What do you want it for? Because he didn't even know what you want it for.
Mm-hmm.
What does a woman like you, Jodisue, do? Kill?
And here you go, talking about exactly what I told you not to talk about on my panel.
Nah, you just don't want to answer. It's a little fucking grim, don't you think? So, all right, we've got. I feel like we have a problem here. Do you like? I'm being 100% for real.
I don't even know what you said. You cut out.
Of course they did, because you used fish available. I said, do you like roadkill, Jodisue? anything that person is saying, that GT person, no sound is coming. No clue what she's going on about. I just want to know what the kill situation.
I'll tell you what, TM, I'll trade your answer.
You what?
You answer a question for me. I'll answer one for you.
You still haven't answered mine, but I have to answer.
Oh, I've answered all kinds of questions.
Why not? I mean, shit, out question, but you want to ask me questions? I'm sorry, I don't live in Beach Creek, but sure. What can I help you with today?
Yeah, I mean, why is it that you were directing Chase to have us stalked and making him believe he was working for Chris McDonough? That's my first question.
I did not direct
or you can
anything
that you were involved
in. Nor did I bring Chris McDonough into that jury before you start running off at the mouth. Because
this is my panel.
I don't like when people laugh. I have a panel, but guess what? You're not going to twist the truth on me because it's your panel. So no, I never.
Whoa, chasing truth. Look here, Miss. I ain't gonna twist the truth. What the hell is that shit you're pulling the past few weeks, Miss? I'm gonna be Summerwell's surrogate mother. I would never allow disinformation.
I just heard you out there in Hawkins County with Daddy
with that some sort of queen of truth bullshit.
All I want to know. What are you
Tell me, who
doing with roadkill?
Who does that fucking voice work on?
How many holes
is it working really hard for you?
How deep can you dig, Joe?
What the fuck
can you dig? How deep?
What the hell are you even talking about right now?
I want to know what you did with that motherfucking roadkill, Jody.
Yeah. Oh, dear. And I want to know why in the fuck it is you had a criminal stalking me and my goddamn children thinking he was working for McDonough, you stupid bitch.
Well, I guess you'd have to prove that, wouldn't you?
I can prove that, can't I,
No,
honey?
You actually can't, because I never did such a thing.
Fed. Right. Right.
Guess what?
Run it.
I don't give a fuck.
You will.
Out there. Why you have an obsession with dead animals? That's a problem.
ATM, you do
have
understand.
Have you ever talked to anybody?
We're in the South.
Yeah, you're in the South, right? Mm-hmm.
Right. You know there are whole TV shows built around this, right?
Jody.
All right.
So then,
all right.
You're giving me all these explanations, but you won't tell me what you actually are. That tells me you're ashamed of what you do with it. So what do you do with it, Jody?
TM, ain't nobody ashamed of shit. Your ass just wants to make
it out.
Spit it out. You're after more money, Slithers. Your daddy know what you do in your free time.
Oh my God, Jody, what roadkill? That's all I want to know. Why have I been up here for 15 minutes and you can't answer?
Oh, it's always something I can't answer, princess, isn't it? It's always something like that. Because you're just cleaning
like you want to be a princess in that little.
Maybe most of it is just a fucking joke,
girl. You want to be a pretty princess, Jody? You trying?
I really don't. Because chicks like you don't.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about anything really except what a roadkill. And I asked you another question, which you also refused to answer.
Like, how is it that you think a fucking deer is going to solve? A deer, by the way, from three years before. Are you going to listen?
It wasn't just a deer. It wasn't just a deer. And you're not going to make it like it was just a deer.
Do you want clip art? Do you want an answer? Do you want clip art?
Yeah, give me an answer, please. I will love one.
Do you want an answer? Do you want to start?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. So, all right. So you tell me how it is that a deer from like 3 years before can solve summer's anything, all right? But either way, off and on when a deer would be hit, I think there was 2 actually total. Some of the bones were still usable. And then, have you seen little artwork on Etsy to where, like if, you get Dermisted beetles or something like that, right? Or you let, nature take its course, etc., in death boxes and types of things. Then you can take the bones and, decorate them. It's kind of a big thing. It's been a big thing for a long time. You know how a lot of people have, like, bull skulls or cow. Yeah. Okay, well, Etsy, they go on there for like, what, $800, $1,000 or more dollars? I thought that was a pretty cool idea when I seen it on Etsy. But then, see, the deer stayed in the death box for several years, and I never got around to it because I got sick. So it was still there in death box, at least, what hadn't been drug off by animals and such. It was above ground. There was no whole ass cemetery of anything, all right? Just so you're clear. You got clarification on that? And
I don't know, but I found something out there.
No.
Crazy. You don't know anybody that's burying.
So Tiffany Marie can't shut her fucking mouth and let me answer because she enjoys doing that. So anyway, I saw this pretty cool idea on Etsy, right? I thought, yeah, I want to do that. Okay. Anyway, deer was just gonna do what deer does anyway in a ditch line in East Tennessee, and went with and helped collect that deer, right? And then I put it in a death box, and it stayed there because I got sick. I never got around to the art project, right? And I mean, it's not weird. It's not strange. How many people do y'all know that, like, they have the bull skulls and the deer skulls and all that, right? Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so, yeah, the whole plan was, and I still have, like, all the things I was going to use on it, which were, like, little rhinestones and gems and whatnot to hot glue to it. But, yeah, and here's a cool, fun fucking fact. We let people know that box was there, even though everything had long been gone, right? Because a deer, it doesn't take it 3 years to rot off, right? Above ground, and we'd had animal stuff and whatnot the years prior, because, like, things kept taking off at parts, because it was above ground, not below. And, but anyway, yeah, there wasn't anything really left there in that spot, but we did let law enforcement and search crews and stuff know that was there. That way, they just knew. But yeah, well aware of that. Anybody want to tell me what's weird with using a roadkill to make art out of, like Etsy and, art shops do? Anybody? Yeah. So what you have here is Slithers trying for clip art and bullshit and to talk over everybody else on their fucking panels like she's the queen of everything. And everybody owes her ass something, etc. Even though, how many times have you seen her do this? Like, she asked for clarification on the FAFO, video. And then she got it immediately, and then her and Chasing went running with it. I remember that. All right, yeah. And they flipped it, and she was like, I just wanted clarification. But she had it. And she knew that what she was saying and what her and Chasen and Floppy and Scotch were putting out was bullshit. And here she is looking for another thing, right? Because they're running out of goddamn garbage to spew about all of us. And right now, what you very much see are all them trying to be like, oh, you're sus. Dude. I mean, like, seriously. My God, a dead deer. A dead deer in Northeast Tennessee from 3 years ago. It's totally fucking sus. Totally sus. And then I don't know if it interests or not, but like I actually ordered different things like cougar skulls, all that were already, they'd been cleansed by dermestid beetles, etc. La 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 to decorate. I don't think it's macabre. I think there's beauty in using all things, from animals and la la la, right? Yeah, and you're not wrong. She's over here talking about summer this, summer that, still playing super investigator, and she still wants to be the surrogate mommy and nasty shit, right? And pumping out just some of the most horrendous shit in Summer's case, and she's the one that has, taken credit, even though she's still low class, low sub, or whatever. Usual, typical shit. Second tier garbage, working for others, but she is taking credit for being, leader of the little pack, and the first one in Summer's case, and the first one to bring 423 Chase in, and the first one to bring Scotchy in, and everybody forgets that she's behind that fucking scam ass marathon, and who knows whether the fake philanthropy bullshit, is real or not, but that would be pretty goddamn pathetic if it holds true. But this group right now, what they're very much trying to do is set up law enforcement and rescue squad and all kinds of shit that I've been trying to do for months, at least by whispers in the background for other shit, and to weasel into certain paperwork and all that, and trying to get that money released back to them too. So yeah, I'm keeping you muted because you can't behave. It's my damn panel. And I wanted to make sure this time that you couldn't misconstrue Slithers, like you did last time. I mean, you will anyway, let's be real. You'll put up some shit like, she's scared of me, she's whatever, right? No, everybody's just bored of your bullshit. Your shit's redundant. It's garbage, and it's the same fucking shit with you all, man. Y'all are monsters in every one of these cases. You don't do any good for any of these children, domestic violence victims, their families, communities, neighbors. You don't do shit for any of them, except get called out by what? Law enforcement, feds, families, victims, neighbors, community, like y'all are doing in every goddamn case. Like all those who pay your fucking bills on another tier above you, right? To collect all of us like goddamn Pokemon, to have us stalked, followed, terrorized, to pump out the bullshit you do, right? To torment, destroy, for what? So you can sit here behind goddamn icons and do it in another case, another case, another case, to another family, community. Never helping a goddamn soul. I don't know how you sleep with yourself at night. I really don't. You know what, Diana? I'm just gonna put you in the box. You know that, right? So anyway, like typical Tiffany Marie fashion, she's over here trying to run fucking panels that ain't hers. Anyway, but back to the subject at hand. Last time she asked for clarification and a question to be answered, she went directly to her shit and acted like answer hadn't been given, no clarification given, and she pumped it out to everybody like. And that's what she'll do with this one too. And she'll act like it's some big thing to be in Northeast Tennessee or anywhere in the world at this point where, bone and skull art is art. And she'll pretend like law enforcement and TBI and FBI and thousands of searchers, all right, thousands of searchers and scent dogs and cadaver dogs, like they just missed it. They missed it, That's what she'll act like. And see, what she doesn't realize is we told them prior to them running up on it. Right? And there's nothing really there after 3 years of me not using it anyway, because I got sick, so. Anyway, but we let them know that spot was there. It's at the very top of the driveway. Oh, look, she dropped off. She got mad and dropped off. Bless it. It got silenced. It didn't like that. It didn't like somebody taking its voice and its drama. Bless it. Aww. Ego can't handle it, huh? You like taking other people's voices, though, from them, don't you? TM. TM really just said, I'm not doing that. No one keeps me muted. No one puts baby in a box, right, TM? But you don't mind trying to take other victims' voices from them, do you? You don't mind pushing out narratives and garbage and twisting their words to hurt cases, real missing and murdered children, real domestic violence victims. You don't mind working with their fucking abusers to try to take their voices, do you, huh, sweetheart? Yeah. Go get paid elsewhere. Go ask your dad if he's proud yet. Like, I'm seriously, like, cannot. All right. Carrying on. She gonna go tell Jason on me, guys. And then Floppy will get involved. Oh no, whatever will I do?
Unmute. Yay!
No, dear. I'm back. I booted myself. I came back. It was a magical thing. Yeah, I figured she couldn't yell at everybody else if, took turns. But she thought there was 4 there. It would make it more of a situation where she thought we would turn all 5 on, and then she'd be more apt to, And I wasn't wrong. She thought maybe there'd be a giant panel to yell about. Oh dear, I think it booted Jenny. What the fuck? Anyway. Or maybe Jenny took it like I meant her, but I was talking about Tim. Yeah. Tim was more apt to hang around if she thought that there might be a 6-panel issue where she could yell. Oh God, it's back. I know Jason's not legit either, I know. I can't imagine why these tragedy pimps do not want me. Oh my gosh, TM. The girl from Northeast Tennessee wanted to make artwork like Etsy, and how pretty it was. Like they sell at fine art shows now. Oh my gosh, she had possession of a deer 3 years or so prior to Summer vanishing that she informed. Oh my God, TM, it's a fucking tragedy. Y'all watch out, this is about to turn into the whole people, like, who was it that supposedly worked somewhere with a crematorium, but it was like 6 years prior to Summer vanishing that they swear cremated Summer. It don't even make no damn sense. That's what this is about to be. I had a dead deer years prior. Bless. But then they're going to spend people that don't know any better. Yeah, she's never heard of taxidermy. Because they don't taxidermy Dunkin' Donuts up there. Like, I don't know what to tell it. I just... And see, that's the thing. This is how stupid it is. Like, they know it's not a thing, right? Even Slithers, in her own head, knows how stupid that is. But Slithers is a con. Slithers is a monster, so she knows coming over here and trying to get attention and a clickbait and any little thing to get a narrative going, right? Or to tell her chat for the next week that I refused and I muted her because I'm scared, right? Or I didn't want to answer her question. She knows it makes her money. And it's as simple as that. So they literally, what you just seen is absolutely purposeful in order for the agenda to be met, which is to torment, terrorize, discredit, and try to fuck with and tamper with all of us more, to slander, harass, target, right? And to make them money at the same time. In no way is what Slithers just did to help Summer. And she knows that coming over here that it's bullshit. But there's nothing weird or creepy about somebody having fucking, give me a break. You know, but it's something to make money. That's all it is. Oh. See, Mud Puzzle, like they have a boar skull they're trying to paint. Let me see here. And to do the sugar skull on, you know. There's 4 in Bella's house. There's deer heads in Grandma's house. I mean, seriously. So, yeah. Well, she's really on something, guys. She's got this. Pruitt is going to hire her tomorrow because she has solved it all. By a 3-year-old. I don't even think anything was left there. Seriously. Really don't. I hadn't checked on it in a very long time. Last time I had, though, there was really nothing left because, yeah, scattering and such. But, I'd gotten sick, so I never got around to doing what I wanted to with it. But Ellie were very well aware of the spot. We made sure they were. So. And hey, come on. And it's also a spot that could not be missed. But did you hear the key wording in there? She's like, there was a cemetery. So apparently now I own a cemetery according to Slithers. A whole cemetery. And I don't know what the fuck I don't know where she's going with that. Enhanced his bird bones and wind chime. Full pheasant's wing left from making feather earrings. Like cowboy. It's so sad around here. Tragedy pimps. Right? Tragedy pimps. Oh dear, I've done something. Pet Cemetery 4. Yeah. Coming in 2022, yeah. I am right delighted. They take the skulls and bones and stuff and they put the stones on them in different patterns and stuff like the sugar skull look, right? And if you know my heritage, well, you see, and that's what bones is, that's why the shit with that, I'm gonna start calling it, can we call this one Bones too? Can we do that? Or that'll really confuse people, right? Oh no. We're gonna call one Vanilla Bones and one Orange Bones. changing its name, guys. Bones 2.0. I don't know, like, oh God. And that means Slithers. This is now 2 different Bones incidents with Slithers that she's latched onto, going, oh my God, this is terrible, but let me make it a thing. It is not a thing. It's clearly not a thing, but let me latch onto it and tell you how disgusting someone else is over animal bones, what are clearly animal bones. It's a tragedy, but here are the pictures. And so ought to be ashamed of themselves. You remember her doing that to Zig? Yeah, you remember? And then Zig was over there on a grind, told her apologizing, and TM was still showing the bones, but doing it in like it's a trigger warning. This is what Bones is showing you that she should never show you, but I'm showing you right now. And cognitive dissonance, it's real. A fake jet. What the fuck she thinks she is? Grey Hughes now? That's the thing. Fred wasn't everywhere at all times. Fred wasn't even in the fucking road most. For real. He wasn't even fucking in there. Oh God, these tragedy pimps have got y'all all fucked up. Well, woohoo, if someone was to come up here and say some dumb shit out their mouth, like, I have to be high to deal with you, when they have the choice not to come up here and watch, and they have to say that they're dealing with something by using something, then I'm going to call it like I see it. Same thing I did for years. I'm 125. It's not my thing. Like I seriously have problems with that. To each his own, but like when somebody's dumb shit wants to follow their mouth and say that I somehow make them use substance, that's horseshit, right? Like they really tried to use me as a scapegoat for their addiction issues. Like I don't think so, bro. Less coffee might be in order. Well, it might be enhanced. It might be. Did you just hear that bitch tell me to prove it, though? She wouldn't answer my questions. She just told me to prove it. That was pretty telling. Anybody want to rewind and clip that shit? And then somebody go find a panel or an interview where the person she's saying said that. Because if you can't find it out here in public, well, that proves exactly what I've been telling you about them working behind the scenes, doesn't it? With, in order to target. Right? Because that's really what victims advocates and things really do, isn't it? Yeah. Last I recall, it's whatever. Yeah. They're really about the victims of your guys' show. Victims, survivors, the Petitos, the Colliers, yeah, they're really all about it. Nope. They're all about that flip script, helping terrorize, torment, screw around with. Yeah, I've been seeing. I mean, they're latching on to every case they can. They're trying to find another summer, and they can't. I mean, they can. They're getting a shit ton of views on newer ones, right? But Dawn's getting out right now. They're trying to set up certain things between Candace, Dawn, I, and others to put us. And that's the thing. Like, my statements always holds as far as, like, now, all things are not black and white. You know, they're not. And, it's like ever being confused. Well, if you're just neighbors and you didn't like them, then why do you? And it's like, man, it's just part of living where we do, how we do. And then, having, commonalities, man. Right? You deal with. But, I don't know. They try to make everything into something over here. And they are pushing an agenda. They're trying to set up bullshit to try to get different statements and try to get us. It's like that shit's night, when Slither. Here's the thing. Alright. Since we now know that was a bullshit account, but they had to go wake up Slithers to actually get behind it, right? Anyway, and that's why it dropped off and then came back and was the last in line, okay? So anyway, thing is, right, and they were playing stupid games back there. Trust me. You should see the screenshots and recordings. It's amazing. On how this went down in little puzzle pieces back there, which were goofy as fuck, alright? And they are trying super hard, let me just make that clear, to start fucking me. They have been for several days. Leading up to next week. They know what the hell they're doing. They're trying to push in a certain mental, emotional, blah, 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 psychological shit right before next week. And they can just bite me. That's what they do every time, man. Not having it. And, so anyway, I don't. Why in the hell would they think I'd have. It doesn't matter. The thing is, it doesn't matter who has. That's what they're gearing it for, right? They're trying to build it in a way that you remember, like, literally, seriously, this is really just a reset, guys. They had started eating and terrorizing and tormenting Candace initially, right? And always made it very friendly for Dawn. And then, it's kind of what they're doing again in a way. In a way. But they're also trying a little bit Nova kick with it. But I'll tell you, it goes into a lot of other things back here behind the scenes in real life that you all have no fucking clue about yet. Either way, it's just really rinse and reset, but this time they're eating me along with it. Now they're trying to put others into it, and then they're driving the narrative of the red truck shit again this week. They're putting the soul thing into it. now a deer, apparently. And they've got all kinds of exciting events coming up, right, in the next couple weeks. And so they're just gearing up for all of them to go full on hardcore. And all of us. So, and here's the thing, I really, really don't give a shit, y'all. They can be mad about that too. But I really, honestly do not give a shit. Like, I'm at a point where I mean, look, anybody who watches this group and partakes as whatever it is, they have to see that it's rinse repeat, man. Who asked me about a movie? Who? Because I really honestly could not hear half what she was saying. She still thought she was muted at points, but it wasn't that. She really was just cutting the fuck out. Did she ask me about a fucking movie? Are you talking about the other night with the whole chat thing? And then asking about whatever. They do that. They do shit to try to. Really, woohoo, I missed that. What the fuck? Oh, the one that. Oh, okay, I remember. Yeah, the one that was like. Wait, was it Slithers that did that? We still thought it was full on. I mean, it definitely was another account. They definitely had to go get that thing. If I dropped the link, but anyway. Yeah, I want no part of that, man. Yeah, and I really will attempt or try to sue the shit out of anyone who puts my likeness in anything or books, shit like that. You're damn right. Because I want no part of that. I'm not even a little. Seems that's all they've talked about in here for months, ain't it? On these creators. You heard Floppy start it first, the Netflix this, and the whatever that, and blah, 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 and yep. That ain't been us. And I really, truly do not want any fucking part of it. Not even a fucking little. It's like them latching on. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. You know, they've all been talking about Tito family. The other day I found out about that, and I was just like, holy shit, are you serious? They've really made a movie? And I just cannot believe humanity. That they've really made it. At least in the way I'm told that it kind of comes off, right? And then I watched these same tragedy pimps, these same ones that were down there terrorizing the Landrys and her family, and all. I mean, like, watch them. And also, these same tragedy pimps in this group who contacted me, in the first lines of their mouth are, we were the potato case crackers. Right? Swear to God. Really happened. Really still have the messages. I'm not joking. And I refused to help them. Right? Told them if they were going real life, in Summer's case, they'd go fuck right off. They could shove the drones right up their ass too. They thought were somehow better than, or they're going to be able to use, or better than the FBI or whatever. And I was like, fuck off, you know. But they were using it as a claim to fame. All right, but anyway, the same tragedy pimps over here. but then caused a real law to be enacted in Florida because they terrorized and tormented people around Petito's case so badly. And then that law was used to take regular citizens' rights to redress and all these other things, right, instead of actually helping victims' families like it was intended to. But I watched the same group share links, right, to pirate the fuck out of that movie. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, you can't make this shit up, guys. Same group that terrorized, profited, made money off of, tormented, touched shit, tried to come swinging in left field off Petito's case into Summers' case, tried to collect me like goddamn Pokemon, ended up behaving so badly in Petito's case that state fucking laws were made to change shit. Alright? Really then shared the link to pirate that movie film out to chats. I was like, holy shit. You can't make this shit up. Yeah. Well, not just that. Not just for me. Oh, Nita, I don't think so. You had your hands in Summer's little fun 423's thing. I'm gonna pass, girl. You ain't that special either. And you played a very large role in some of the more. You remember that time, though, that you were in my inbox being like, help me, Jodisue. 423's bad, and all these people are involved, and help me, Jodisue. And then you turned rabbit again, like the rest of these animals, and like, what 3 months back you thought that I was somehow using your content because you believed the bullshit chat was putting in your chat, right? Like I was doing something nefarious with your shit. I wasn't, but you all take my shit all day long and tragedy pimp it up. So no, I'm good. Carry on with your channel though. Oh, I bet they are, fella. Word travels fast. I don't care what they got, think they have, blah blah. I don't care. Yeah, that's why they're so afraid of things. Oh dear, McBro is trying to join. Of course. I'm gonna go with the no on both of those, to be honest with you. I mean, y'all seen McBro playing bullshit around chat, right, for how long now? And Nita doing what Nita does. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's gonna be a no for me. Any creators, though, that only mildly talk shit, you know, or at least semi-trying to do something good, are more than welcome, right? But those I know that were, directly involved, fucking with, terrorizing, tormenting, stalking, harming, part of that fucking scamathon, all that shit, nah, we'll go with the no. And the ones who strictly channel build on targeting, nope. Y'all really heard it. The answer to my question was, "Well, prove it." Yeah, like really, really. I don't know, though. Anything's a possibility. Something fucking weird, though, around the whole damn thing. And, there's been many a days, I swear, I wonder. Oh, dear, isn't... I don't know. Jenny's back, and McBro has left the building. Nita's still back there, and... Ash? Anybody? But no, I don't see Lena on back. Not Dolly Bear. I don't know, Bella. I don't see Lena back there. Unless it's under Ash. And there's no Hey Hey. I don't know who Hey Hey is. I feel like Hey Hey Chicken. I feel like whatever that movie was. I don't know about if Leno's trying to spin off that job or it's in other clothing, because it's not being seen, and I don't care, honestly. And consider the contacts with other people, I don't think that a wise idea. Because he obviously has contact with, and I'm in no mood to play with that. There's a last dance. Mary Jane back there earlier. Now there's a last dance again back here. Not sure who that is either. Yeah, they're trying. Oh, dear. Bless their hearts. Well, this should be interesting. See what the hell I supposedly did tomorrow. It's something for sure. What are you talking about, Hoosier? What was screen grabbed? Well, Stella's out. Stella's having a really good night. Me knows really. Oh my gosh, y'all. Slithers needs more attention. She's done shared the link to the panel link to my channel and told everybody to come grab it. Bless her. She's She's so extra. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? God. Why are they mad though? Why would they be mad? She's not buying the copies. She only slings the copies. At least allegedly, supposedly, according to, you know, fake or imagined stories or who knows really. I heard Floppy did several today. Floppy's tired. He's taking a nap. Maybe. Who the fuck really is? Quite frankly. Who cares? Oh dear. No, they're doing it some other. I mean, it's a purposeful, like, tool, right? Because you can't trust any panelists coming up. Well, then, kind of shuts bringing panelists up, right? The thing. Everything's a thing around here. Oh dear. I don't know. A few. Right? Hot damn, Hoosier. Imagine that. Around here. Enhanced has me cracking up right now. It's just the way we do it at home for sure. Just tie up people with, yeah, actually. All of them. Oh, bless. No, she's not. All the minions are. All of them. It's a word. All of them. Okay, it's woohoo cat. Alright, we're going to woohoo cat for a spin.
Hey, sugar, what you doing?
Hey, woohoo. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm smoking, so they'll be talking about that.
Oh, I know. You know how they are about cigarettes. They're serious.
My dog is in.
Oh, what a cutie.
That's my dog.
Does everybody around here own those? Is that like a thing? I'm going to have to get one.
They'll make you laugh really hard. So, YouTube channel so I can go after YouTube creators? that slander and try to torment folks?
Well, I mean, there was many reasons, but after, finding out what they were doing and how they were operating, it was like, nope, I don't think so. Wrong girl, I didn't like it. And then I didn't like what they were doing around summer. So.
Popped up there, and that was her question. That she had a whole list of question chat, and she gets up there, and it's like, tell me about roadkill. What the hell was that?
Tell me about the roadkill in Northeast Tennessee. Oh yeah, I know.
I'm in the mountain, and true story. There's a little a ballad or whatever. Of course, the typical banjo pickers sing. Everything's gonna be all right. Got a 5-pound possum in my headlight.
Oh dear.
You've never heard that. Because folks do eat the hell.
Well, I mean, just to think how silly that is, it's like, like, I don't know, maybe they're different, I don't know, but it's like here we still, do slaughter and things, like our own beef, our own hogs, things, I mean, and so something like a deer isn't going to bother us. And when I want to make art out of something, the rest of the country, like people up there that don't have roadkill, they're really paying for the bones and things from down in places like this to make their art. A deer.
I've seen it on it. My granddaughter, a taxidermy crow for a taxidermy raven. That's what she wanted, and I ordered it, and it came from England. So what?
Yeah. Yeah, they always try to make something up. You know how it is, right? I'm like, wow, okay. And it's like, for all they know, that's a thing. They've had access to my Facebook. They've had people in there have stolen every post and video for over a year. And right along this, it's something I speak about on my Facebook. There's a picture of that exact deer, so I could probably give them an exact date, right? There's actually a picture of that deer as we were picking it up. And then right beside of it, I put the pictures and stuff from Etsy around it and like what I was going to do with it. So that's how much of how great a detective they are around here. They have everything off my Facebook, but yet they want to come over here for that narrative and clip form when my Facebook itself shows that deer the day we got it years ago and, the ideas and what I was doing with it, right there in all the posts, and they are public. So it's like, it's goofy.
Like you said, scrape in the bottom, see what they can find. And one of my brothers hit a deer, and it wasn't. So they put a camo jacket and a toboggan on the deer up in the back seat of the vehicle till they got it to the house. Take it out in the barn.
Yeah. Like,
buckled in incognito.
Yeah, like I have seen friends and stuff like, they're like, I'm not leaving this here. I'm in a convertible in a 2-seater, but I'm not leaving this good deer here. It's done totaled my car. I'm going to take it home and eat it. This is not uncommon practice here. Or they call friends. Or here's the thing, around here, if there's a deer laying on it, like, you either call, like, one of the parks, and if it's in good enough shape, they'll take it and sometimes feed it to wolves. But then it got to where people were poisoning them that way. So then it become a problem for the city to, and counties to clean them up. So, a lot of people now with artwork, you don't see a whole lot of them left. And then most people, if they hit one, as long as it's, quote, hit right, they will take it on for food. Or they'll call a friend, or even if you call the sheriff's department out here and the deer's not completely like gone and you need help putting it down, they will put it down and then let you take, it just depends on the situation, but yeah, I mean, like, The cops will help you load the deer around there. You know what I mean?
Put it on the back of their vehicle and drive off with it.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah. It's not nefarious. It's not weird.
No, and when you live out in the country, when you see something like that, you try to bury the bones if you can. Ask the meat, but they don't know about that. You know, they don't have that up there. So, whatever.
Know, but that's a thing. You know, anybody with any common sense, they know it's not a thing. A deer in the South End pit, you know, I don't care what purpose you're using. It sounds like the silliest thing.
Research. You know, do your research. Like you said,
yeah, but we all know when it comes down to it, Slithers did know better. She knows it's not a thing. She's just over here to get the clip and the drama and the money rolling, you know? That's the base. Yep, attention. And I unfortunately give it to her, but I had some things to say.
Well, that's a good agenda because they beg for an opportunity and they get one, and that's what they bring up.
Yeah, a deer. Yep, a deer. And to me, I don't like, you know, I'd love for anybody to show me where on a panel or something that's been actually said. Otherwise, I mean, it just shows proof that they are doing exactly what I'm saying, which is behind the scenes working good.
It's not on no panel anywhere.
Nope, and you want to know why? Because it's them talking directly to someone they're using to target and torment and harm my children and I. And that's proof of it right there. What she just did on the panel was proof of that. What she was also trying to trigger me to do was to do things to affect upcoming things. And it's a way they're trying to play, meddling system around all of this and all of us.
Out there way before now. You know, that's ridiculous.
No. Or it's them actually getting that off my Facebook and saying that person said it. You get what I'm saying? To try to trigger me into talking about. So,
and then
it's one or the other.
Aha, gotcha.
Yeah. And try to help and torment in that way. Because we have a lot of incidents going on around here, and figured out in the past. I mean, we've known for a year, but the thing is, in the past couple of months, they have very much been screwing with all involved parties and the actual justice system in a way that they're trying to set all of us up to get everybody, you know, just like they did, you know, C&D and cases and other things, you know. And that is very much what they're trying to do. They're trying to make all parties believe the other party is doing something too, and even going so far as to stop both of us and stuff in similar cars to where it would look like. And, you know, it's why I've been keeping very strict, like, proof of my whereabouts at all times just so they couldn't play the, you know, and things. I mean, it's, you know, they are trying any means necessary to try to, you know, mess with us to where it ends up in a very bad situation.
Right. They don't realize the real imminent danger.
Yeah. They don't care either, but they also want it to turn out differently, so it brings drama. Right?
Because that's more clicks, likes, views. It's ridiculous. My other dogs, they know the sound of you.
Love them. I hate that for them, though. I mean, I can't say much about my pretty new voice, other than I'm glad to have one. But I can totally understand when it sets dogs off.
I have a scar on my neck. It eventually goes away. I don't think you can see mine anymore. Not have mine with the intensity that you did. But I had my I relate.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't like, I don't know, it's been, I don't know. I have a chuckle about it because, I mean, and people should realize I'm a little, my humor's a little macabre, dry, smart assy, and just by the way I talk about my scar and things too, I'm like, I think it's pretty cool that you can see into my neck, and my blood vessels were exposed. And then people are like, but there's a deer, But
yeah.
It's been an
You live your whole life trying not to get your throat man to slice it for you.
Yeah.
And they super glue you and send you home.
Yeah, like my pap and I, one of the last things I told him, I was like, well, at least I get like $1 million necklace. It's free and it's going to be cooler than any diamonds, And he just kind of chuckled at me.
That's right.
I mean, he was like, because he was, I'd explained it a few times, but then that last day, I got to see him last evening. Yeah. I was like, well, I still get my $1 million necklace, Pap, Barely diamonds, and then family and stuff tried to have me have it tattooed and everything, and I was like, nah, I want to keep it the way it is. But now it's faded to where you can't tell it's there. But at first, it was honestly better. It wasn't as widespread, but it keloided after I started radiation, and they had to do the shots and injections in my neck, and then when it separated too far. And they were going to do another surgery to pull it back together, but
I had the drains and all that too. And, my kids were on to me to not smoke. Still are, but anyway, when I had my thyroid surgery, they super glue you. People, the reality is you get super glued and you get sent to the house. And your neck moves. You may not realize it when it's not hurting you, but I came home and my daughter lived like 3 miles away, and I go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I didn't want to go to their house, and it took me like 30 minutes to put on a coat so I could go outside and smoke because it was. And true story, I lived in an apartment then, and the neighbor above, and a squirrel jumped on my head first day home from the hospital.
Oh, lovely. I think my favorite moment was I wouldn't say favorite, but whatever they did, because see mine, it goes from the ear all the way around and down around my throat and chest, right? And then I have the tubes out of my chest. But what was happening was when he was trying to save my voice and all that, because when I went in, it was a no. You won't have any. We are having to take it. That changed in the last few minutes of the last scan. And I wonder often if it's not where I was hurt the day before, the evening before.
Could have been.
And stuff in there. Because it changed literally from 3 days before, all of a sudden became, well, something this last game's changed, and and I was like, oh God, and he was like, we're not going to be able to save your voice. And I was expecting to come out with my same voice, right? And then to be told you already have grips and stuff going, and being pushed through the doorway into the operating room, and then them going, we're going to have to take it. It's done. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it took me about 5 minutes to decide, and I was like, all right, just go ahead. So I knew when I woke up, I was going to be mute for the rest of my life. And then I woke up, and the first thing I did was spoke, and he was standing at the bottom of the bed, the surgeon were, and he was like, holy cow, I did it. He was an amazing person. And I should have been speaking anyway, but then he was like, it's kind of stuck that way. But anyway, when I woke up and all that, and then after I got into recovery, something about the way they had to reconstruct my neck, transplant stuff, all that, It's got, like, I started to where I would stop breathing, right? All the time, even on oxygen. And it's not like, not necessarily like what they do when you're asleep or whatever. Like people that have sleeping disorders. It's just something they've done because it'll happen when I'm awake. But what I was doing in ICU was even on the oxygen and all that, and my head freshly cut off and everything, was I would jerk awake because my body was like, you know, you gotta wake up or you're gonna die because you're not breathing. And they were like, uh-oh. Yeah, and they were like, uh-oh, something's messed up somewhere. Something's, you know, a little wonk. And they still don't know what's causing it, but it'll do it when I'm awake, when I'm asleep, you know. And, or get choked. But they know it obviously something happened.
It's easier to get strangled. Bella says no animal was video.
Yeah.
No, the squirrel truly did jump on. Really, it had taken me like maybe 30 minutes to put on my coat, to go outside to border collie, and you know, when I put my hand down, I would need to go outside and smoke, and the minute I lit that cigarette, come that squirrel on my head, I think I really did pee a little.
It's okay. I peed a little too when I woke up with my head jerking and I see you. I was like, oh God. And I was, you know, obviously had the IVs or drip. Yeah, I feel you. I'm pretty sure I peed a little. I called
my daughter and I said, okay, I feel conviction. I think God threw a squirrel at me because I'm. But no squirrels, no animals were hard. So.
Yeah.
But people don't
realize. I feel you.
The intensity of all. They really don't.
And it was. I mean, like, because I ripped a couple of my stitches out where I kept waking up like it not breathing. You know, well, I would stop breathing and I'd wake up and I'd jerk. My body would jolt involuntarily. And when it would do that, you know, I had myself bleeding and all kinds of things going on. It's not fun or pleasant.
How many you got lined up back here?
You know, I've not looked lately. We have a sliced bread. That might be a play on.
That's a winner. That's
actually sliced bread is. I think I've seen some.
Enhanced.
A what?
Enhanced. Hey.
Oh. Yeah, we got a sliced bread back there, and I believe I've seen sliced bread somewhere. Maybe.
Bella said.
Your sound's cutting out, or the video is one.
Down so you can bring some others up. I just want to say hi, and it's remarkable. So don't take no shit.
I try not to, but they are really trying to just destroy into a degree. I imagine.
Can't imagine. So, all right, take it.
Well, thank you for coming out and chatting with me. Woohoo.
You're welcome.
And take care of that puppy and pet him for me because that is adorable.
Is that little face?
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
And then Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. Daisy's like, I just want to go football.
Yeah, they think they're confused. So, all right.
All right. Well, good night, Woo. I know, very cute. Very cute doggos. And how did you do? earlier they had you on the stair step? Look, I'm telling you. No animal was harmed in the making of this video. Yeah. For real. I think she had to go pee. Or she heard the word squirrel and she was like, okay, we're going to go outside and talk to the squirrels about it. You know? I had to be. I was running away from my boys. Can't blame it there either. Bless it. They were cuties.